Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How are you this morning? So good, I hope. So good. Oh boy, have I been at it. So today is just dedicated, 1 hour of dedication to making index card a day. And remember, good morning, Susan. I am really using the index card a day challenge to challenge myself to play with lots of artsy techniques that I've been kind of intrigued with. And I just feel like I have 61 chances, because it's 61 days long, 61 chances to fill up this with art. And it can be any art that I want it to be. I don't have to follow the prompts. I don't have to follow the anything, really. I just need to show up and do 61 pieces of art, right? So that's what I'm going to do. You'll remember that so mostly I'm working on my starts. So here I did, remember I did the 3 pieces with the, what's her name? Jane Davenport napkins that Keely sent me. Seriously, I can't even tell you how many years ago it was. It was a lot of years. And I did add a little piece of security envelope. So that's kind of where my focus has been this week, is security envelopes. I will show you that in a second. Let's get this out of the way. If you're brand new here, or if you haven't done this just yet, please give Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs a chance, and be sure to click that notification bell on Facebook. I don't know if you can do it on Instagram, but you sure can do it on YouTube. On Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, if you would follow, like, subscribe, share, comment, all the things, that would be greatly appreciated. And then be sure to ask to join our private Facebook group, Stitch Along with Anne and Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook groups. Both of those are places where you can share your creations, and isn't that what it's all about? Us sharing creations. Okay, so I have a couple things I've been working on. I don't do many things start to finish. I like to do things kind of in chunks. So I covered this index card with some security envelope, and I swear, isn't that like the prettiest? It's just so pretty. And I think I might have done that in our last pop-in paint party. And then I have this piece of art that we created in our last pop-in paint party, and I thought, oh, that's perfect. So, like I was saying, it's 61 chances to just play with some cool techniques that you've been intrigued by, to, just work out some techniques and artsy work out some composition challenges, work out some color challenges. I feel like that's a really, it's a little piece of art, so it's easy to, like, if you do a technique and it's not your jam, then you're just committed to this, right? But I will tell you, I have found that most of the time I will learn something from every technique that I try. I will every class I take, I feel like I learn. If you're open to it, I think that learning is right there at your fingertips, right? So I think I'm gonna really trim these up. I kind of like the idea of parts of this envelope peeking through, do you know what I mean? Behind this flower. Oh my gosh, I just love that idea. Right? So look at how pretty this is. So I want to really kind of be a little more intentional with my fussy cutting here. I think I might even get my X-Acto out and my cutting mat and do some bits, some of these bits, just so I have a little bit more peeking through. This daisy, I want these, I want all these bits peeking through. I have done so many, I've just been on a security envelope kick lately. I've created so many bases, like index card a day bases with them. When I was in Chicago with Keely, I happened to notice that almost every place I went, well, it started with, remember her neighbor, the artsy neighbor? It started with their house because there was, they had those garden posts I was telling you about that he created, and they were created, they were mosaic. So that's where it started. All these little pieces that built into something bigger. And I was really quite intrigued with that. And then we went into the city and there was tile work everywhere. And I was just, I took so many pictures of so many bits of tile work. And so that's just been in my noggin this whole time. I want to go in here a little bit, I think. And so because of that, I have started to, and I knew I wanted it to become part of my art. Like I knew that I needed to work with that in some kind of way. Stop it, you guys, look at it. Okay, let's see. Sorry, digging under my desk to get my very ancient cutting board, cutting mat from Creative Memories. You see, it is very well loved. I've had it forever and a day. I have that one. Where's my pen one? There it is. So let's fiddle with that a little bit. And this doesn't have to be perfect by any means. Right? I just want these little windows. But I can't wait to share with you the artsy creations. Good morning, Sue. Hey, Valerie. Hi, Keels. And like every time I create one, I find myself dreaming up another. See this? That's making me so happy. Let's go here. Remember, this guy needs to do all the work. I like to just cut out some of the excess so then I have a better view of it all. I think it becomes more clear to me as I cut it apart. Oh, I pulled out the whole blade. Yikes. That wasn't secure, was it? Good morning, Deb. How are you this morning? Oh, gosh, everybody. Let's take a drink. So I'm just going to continue to fussy cut around these bits. That's making me so happy. So as I create all of these, oh, how was it, Deb? How are you feeling? Oh my gosh, Valerie, I have that security envelope with the basket weave pattern on the inside. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, let's see. I love all these little bitty windows. It's making me so happy. Just that little bit of cutaway. Oh my gosh. It's making me so happy. I think it's going to be so pretty to have that little bit of blue popping through behind. Oh, Deb, I'm so glad. Good morning, Lindy. How are you? Deb, I'm so glad. Okay. Shall I do a little bit more? I feel like I should. Because just look at it. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Okay, so I know that I want this on here. I think I want this, I know I want this on here, but I think I really want to fiddle around with Like I need some kind of an anchor. Oh, Deb, I bet you did have to concentrate. I bet. So I think I'm not going to stick this down just yet because I have a couple of ideas. But I want to show you the other things that I've been doing with security envelopes. So I like the ones that are colors, but I really like the black and white too. So I have a couple here that I've been playing with. So here I just did kind of a checkerboard. I have a couple more that I did, like I just covered the whole index card, right? So it's like a pattern paper, so to speak. But here, and then look at this one. So then I did 3, and it's a little bit of a optical illusion because you got a lot of patterns kind of coming and going. So I'm loving that, but I have a couple more that I wanted to play with that this morning. So I have so I ran this index card through my Xyron. So I have, you would love to see what again? What, Jamie? Tell me what you want to see again. Frida. You just let me know what you want to see again, and I will let you see it. Okay, so I ran this index card, like I said, through my Xyron. So this side doesn't have anything on it. There's no sticky, but this side, completely sticky, right? So I have a piece of security envelope that's like a dark green stripe. So I'm going to line that up. As perfectly as I can. There we go. I love these starts. I love them so much. I have another one that I did the same thing. And I have this. Look at this gorgeousness. Another security envelope. So I was telling Joni and Carmen yesterday, I have a whole series of security envelope art that I want to share. Okay, so do you want to see these close up? I want to see your security envelopes up close again. So here's 2 that I created where I just cut 1/2 inch strips, and then I cut those into 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch, I should say, squares, and then I fiddled around with some patterning with that. And then I was playing even more. Look at this security envelope. It has A's all over it. Stop it. Just for me. And then I have this one that the flower that I colored the other day. And then look at this, the artwork. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. And look how pretty that's going to look. So for me, a lot of these, so I have a bunch of 1-inch cubes that I've cut from 2 different, good morning, Patricia, from 2 different security envelopes. And I'm just going to do like a 1-inch. Some of these, I did a better job than others, cutting them square, right? So I'm just going to do like a big grid, right? Kind of digging that idea. Let's see how we do all the way across. Oops. I should be able to fit, yep, 6 across. Perfect. Tina, how are you? Tina and I had a whole conversation this morning. You know what? But none of them are boring. None of those security envelopes are boring, Valerie. You can make something out of anything you get. So just keep saving those security envelopes and watching, because I will continue to share my security envelope series. Okay. You got a mustard yellow one. Stop it. Oh my gosh. That's the rarest of the rare, I think. I have 2 green. Well, no, I have 3. I have that dark green one that I started. And then I have a lot of blue, and I'm like just all for that. Okay, so this is another one of those index cards that I ran through my Xyron, so I have stick all over it. So I'm gonna start adhering these 1-inch squares down. And remember, this isn't going to be perfect. You're just making something. That's what I try to just tell myself. I'm just making something. And it's usually always fun. I make myself have fun. You know what I mean? There we go. Okay, we got 1 row done. Cuteness. Okay, now let's start to make our pattern. I started to think about like other patterns. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Tina. Whoops. Wait. Really like it. So I started to, I have, and I'm not kidding when I tell you, I have this whole envelope of security envelopes, and I just pull it out every now and again and play. I was telling Joni, I have this big purging project going, and sometimes I just need a break from that, and so I just come up and cut up security envelopes and make something, because it makes me happy. So pull out your security envelopes, look at your mail. Move this out of my way. That's a small one. That's a smallie. Good morning, Joni. I was just talking about how I was telling you that I have a whole series of security envelope art that's in my head, and so little by little I keep bringing it out of my head and onto an index card. I love the idea of the index card a day is just like, it's the best challenge for me, because it just, because I've made it work for me. Like, I'm not a big prompt person, but I am I do like the challenge of something. Do you know what I mean? The challenge of challenging myself. I'm not a very competitive person. Like, that's just not in my nature. But I do compete against myself. I like to challenge myself to push myself a little bit. artistically, obviously. Okay, stop it. Look at that. I'm just mad for that. So now let's take our big scissor and trim this all off. So as I was thinking about all these different patterns and security envelopes and the like, I started to think about quilts. Let's see. What did you say? I keep collecting the security envelopes, but I want exciting ones. I want them in different colors. Those are, I will just tell you, the colored ones are a little hard to come across. They are a little, they are harder to find. Blue is the another is like second to grays and blacks. Green happens sometimes like a red kind of color. That kind of happens every now and again. Let's see. Love it. All my stuff is packed away. My house sold now. So now in trying to find a new house, and it has to have a big enough room for all my crafts. I can't wait to start crafting again. Oh, Renee, I love that. I love that. You do need to get a Xyron machine, Valerie. It makes life so easy. It does. Creating so easy. So, as I was thinking about these patterns, I started to think almost like, oh, you can absolutely jelly print on them. Oh, and we have, because nothing is safe around us. Everybody take a drink. And so I started to think about quilting patterns. So I thought about, like, I could start with this in the center, or maybe, and then I have some of these squares. So I want to play with it just on my craft mat first. I want to kind of create a pattern first, right? Because I don't have, like these I have in pretty limited amounts. This one, I have, I don't know, like maybe, like I could cut this in half, right? I'm just fiddling, right? Do that and that and that. And I think I have a few more of those. These, like, kind of a little bit off. Stop it, you guys. Look at that. Right? Then I started thinking, what if I cut them corner to corner, and I cut this one corner to corner. So Keely turned me on to this quilter who does these quilts that are, oh my gosh, just stunning. I mean, just stunning. And they are almost like a Tetris. Like all the squares are just a little bit different. And so that's what I was kind of dreaming up for this. Right? So this looks like it's going to be, there's a blank. It's not going to fit. But I could fit them. I could fit them. How could I do that? I can just start hacking away at pieces. That's what I can do. Right? I can just start little by little, bit by bit. Oh, I just found a whole bunch that I cut. Look at this mother load. Yay! Right? I have all of these. So I have all these bits and bobs that I cut, and I can, because it's a grid, right? Because it's 6 inches by 4 inches, right? I can create all different kinds of, what do I want to say? Just all different kinds of patterning, right? So look at, here's the 2 simplest ones, right? Just grids, right? Gorgeous. And then this one, I changed it up just a little bit, right? By just doing 3 different patterns. So now, what if on this one, I start to build like more. I start to, have I lost you guys? Are you still with me? Throw it this way. And here's the thing. This is the most recycle-y kind of art you can imagine. I mean, everybody gets security envelopes in the mail, right? Let's make something out of them. Okay. So I wonder if I just start to build this down here, and then I just build out from that. That's what I'm kind of feeling. So I'm going to, using my glue stick, right? Oh, you guys, this is making me so happy, right? And it's not perfect. That's all right. Neither am I. But how cool is it gonna look in the end when it's this Tetris-y quilt? So I could just leave a little bit of white. I don't know. It's kind of cool. See what happens there. I felt like I just needed to start. Do you know what I mean? If I didn't just start, I would just be forever like hemming and hawing and hemming and hawing. I know myself. So if you, I was going to say this, if you have, created any of the art that we do in Pop-In Paint Party, if you would take a well-lit picture and post it in the Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group, I would greatly appreciate that. I want to start sharing all of your artwork in the newsletter also, and so I just think it would be a cool thing to have like a community corner section of the newsletter where we get to see how everybody interpreted a different artsy challenge. I just think that might be a super fun thing to do, because we all learn from each other, right? We start to, oh my gosh, it's making me so happy. So this one, shut up, this one, right here and now. So I have a bunch of these squares. Look at, I can build right here, and then there we go. Because it's kind of a Tetris-y pattern where everything, like all of the squares are slightly different. Oh my gosh, number one, like artistically for my eye, I'm mad for that. Number two, I can use smaller bits of security envelope patterning. Stop it, you guys. It's blooming into what I want it to bloom into. It's making me so happy. So this one, let's do this. Oh my gosh, this is making me so happy. I can't even describe the level of happiness. I cannot. Okay, let's see. What if, so we could do another, we have two of those, so we could do another version of that here. What do you guys think? Do you see my vision? Are you seeing my vision, everyone? Oh, I love it so much. Everybody take a drink. Okay, so let's put this down. A little bit of floor patch. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. love it so much. But now, 4x6 index cards. I like a 4x6. Okay, so now what if we cut this in half like this, and then like this, right, and then like this, then like this, so that could go here. My fingers are so gluey. Right? So I will just tell you, there's something almost hypnotic about the act of just gluing down all these little bits of paper and creating a pattern. I don't know. It just makes me happy. Oops. Point goes in the middle. Oh my gosh, it's looking exactly like I want it to look. Then you know what? The other part of me is thinking, what if I do this block again, but over here? Let's see, do we have 4? Yes, we do. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can kind of have them meet in the middle or something. Whoops. There we go. I just watched the Paul Rubens. It's very quilty, isn't it? What's her name? Keels, the one who makes all of the Tetris-y kinds of quilts. You were just the hand quilter. We had a big discussion about her. Well, then that just planted a seed in my noggin. There we go. Anyway, I have loved Pee Wee Herman since art school. I had an art instructor who loved Pee Wee Herman and just turned me on to him. I was a member of the Pee Wee Herman fan club. I had a fan club. Jen Kingwell, there you go. Anyway, it was just fascinating documentary. I loved every minute of it. And I just got to relive why I loved him so much. Do you know what I mean? I just loved him so much. I just thought he was a creative genius. Kind of digging that, you guys. Do I cut just this little bit off? Maybe I do. Because it's my index card, right? It was so good, Keely. It was so good. Gosh, I loved him. And I loved that he was a creative genius and he appreciated other creative geniuses, you know? And I think He was misunderstood in lots of ways. He was accused of something he didn't do, as lots of people are. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is making me so happy. Anyway, I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I just have to escape the big bad world sometimes because I can't handle all the meanness. I can't. I know as my friend Jennifer, or Jessica Bartlett used to say, I'm a sensitive soldier. And that's a ding-dang truth. So I'm just kind of building as I go along here, you guys. And it will, somehow, we will fill the whole index card with quilty goodness. I'm loving it. Okay, so you know what I'm just thinking? Well, I do have a piece of, wait a minute. I do have a piece of this. And did you know that Cyndi Lauper, everybody knows it. If you know Cyndi Lauper and her voice, you know that she's the one who sang his theme song. But I love that she finally got credit publicly. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's making me so happy. It is making me so happy. Some of these envelopes, the pattern is such that you can kind of cut pretty easily because it's kind of in a grid. A lot of the patterns are a grid, the repeat pattern. Oh, I had a big blob of glue in there. I could feel it under my fingers. Right, what are we going to put here and here? Well, I have a couple of options. I could just piece these pieces in. I think I'll do that. See what that does. Yep, and then I can just, yep. So good. I have big scissors and little scissors. For different jobs. Okay, let's cut this little bit off before it sticks down permanently. Anybody else do crazy things like this? Like just lose yourself in something crazy like this. Hey Jess, how are you? I think that's good. Oh, or I could do 2 squares. What about that idea? I'm telling you, Valerie, you do need to like just go dig in that envelope stash. It doesn't matter what the patterns are. You can just make something. Look at it. Just look at it. Okay, I think I want to do something here. Just gonna cut off that little bit. Oops. Sounds like something's left at my door. I heard the ding ding. Did you guys hear it? So I'm going to do a solid and a solid, right? And then, because I kind of like the idea of like it just being all different and like, but repetition too. Kind of dig that idea. Let's see, do I have one more of these? If I have one more, I do. What if I cut these corner to corner? Right? I think I need to do it in a place where I have more room. Like say over here. Yeah, I have more room over here. Sorry if I'm not talking, you guys. I'm kind of concentrating. Anybody else concentrating on their security envelope quilt this morning? There's enough ick in the world, you guys. Let's just cut up security envelopes and make art. The ick's not going to go away, but our mental health will be better for it. Stop it, you guys. I'm loving it so much. Everybody take a drink. I want it to just be like this mod podge of like a scrappy quilt. I was telling Keely that was my mom's favorite kind of quilt, was a scrappy quilt, and she has so many. Right? Exactly, Keels. Absolutely. It is absolutely here for the win. I have one of these. Do I have... Oh, I have two. Stop it. Oh, another. I stayed up so late last night. It is like crazy quilts. I do love crazy quilts. I saw this crazy quilt like way back in the 80s in a quilting magazine. And I have been chasing that idea since the beginning. Since the beginning of time. It was a crazy quilt, and it was an ad. It wasn't even like there wasn't a pattern for it or anything. But it was a crazy quilt, and I remember calling my mom and trying to describe it and telling her about it. Ooh, look at that. But you know, here's the thing. We didn't have cell phones where we could just take a picture and send it to somebody, right? Everything was so different back then. Oh, you guys. Maybe. Let's do that corner to corner again. So Keely makes these t-shirt quilts, and she does them all in increments of 4 inches. Is that right, Keels? So I'm doing mine all in increments of 1 inch. So 1 inch and a half inch. That's my starting point. But then once I kind of get my idea down, then I'm just all about making it fit. So the 1 inch and half inch are what I cut, but then everything else I cut to fit. Da-da. See, that looks a little crooked, but I can absolutely put some blocks in there and make it cute again. So I could do 2 of these blocks because I kind of have a lot of these, right? So I could do 1, 2, oh my gosh, I love it so, so much. What am I going to do here and here? Like, I feel like part of me, I think I want to put a whole square there. Just kind of break things up a little bit. I will say it, I know, and so I am so not a linear person, but there's something about Keely's t-shirt quilts that just, I don't know, they just kind of speak to me. And I think that's why the quilter, I know, Joni, Jen Kingwell, I think that's why her quilts just kind of spoke to me. There's this whole, Krista's mom did one, Keely, that was, it was all different blocks, but they kind of look like all in coordinating fabrics, maybe. I don't, all I know is I kind of fell in love with them. All right, let's see. What if we put a solid block of this up here? I just like it to be all different. I'm in love with it too, I'm telling you. And like once you do something like this, you know that you're going to have a million more. Oh, what if I did it like this? What if I did it like that? What if I, do you know what I mean? There's no rhyme or reason really to this card. It's just a patchwork, right? So did to get this idea? Okay. So I have, all right, let's see, what if there and there, everything is so sticky with glue. I think I'll do that. No, she's not. That's so cool, Keels. Oh, I love that. I love that. Her mom made that. I'm trying to think what the name of that quilt was. Is that crazy? Is that crazy? Like, I can see it in my mind's eye, the one her mom made. And we had like kind of a big conversation about it. There we go. Okay, I just looked at the computer and I'm over by 3 minutes. I'm sorry, you guys. I just got all involved in my quilt making. Anywho, I adore you all. Let's just keep making stuff out of, so let's just keep do an index card a day because it's just fun. It's just little pieces of art. And what I will say is, oh, I forgot, I did a Rolodex card too. Stop it. If you have ever been kind of curious about doing a postcard exchange, this could be a postcard. This could be a postcard, right? I sent all kinds of them. Gypsy wife. I knew it was something like gypsy. You're right, you're right, you're right. Oh my gosh. I totally remember that now. I totally remember that now. Anyway, I am so grateful that you come and hang with me and follow along with all my crazy schemes, all my different ideas, like let's make something out of security envelopes. Anywho, I adore you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. And, you know, search your mail today. I bet you there's some treasures in there. There will be treasures in there. Thanks, everybody. I adore you all. And I will see you tomorrow in Stitch Along, where we continue to stitch the Flower Farm first seed packet. So fun. I adore you all. Thanks. Bye.